They are headed up by Glenn McDonald throwing lead, and Rick Robinson second. Ina Forrest, who is also a member of the Canadian Curling National Program, who is over in Korea, and also a member of the Hall of Fame of Curling Canada. Skipped by Gary Osgarden, and they are from the Iderson Vancouver Curling Club, and Team Sask is out of the home club here in Moose Jaw, and Team Sask is coached by Lorraine Argwin and Sharon Morrison, coaching the Vancouver team in Vancouver, or the team from BC, sorry, have won this event 5 times back in, they went on a run, 07, 08, 09, 010, and in 2015. So it's going to be a great game.
Looking forward to it. And as you can see here, BC is lining up. So Saskatchewan 1 was able to win the LSD. So BC with Yellow Rocks will get us going here.
And I think yesterday, Danielle, we noticed that she was inside out, went pretty quick. Outside in, went pretty slow. So we'll see what happens here. And first rock's on its way down the ice. And I imagine they called for a guard. And of course, in the wheelchair curling program, those of you that were watching able-bodied, if the wheelchair curling stones touch the center line, they can be adjusted, moved, not like the able-bodied. So that rule does not apply to the wheelchair curling program in Canada.
So as you mentioned, Cheryl is new to the team this year at the lead position. Darwin Bender decided to retire from the national competitions. So it's great to have Cheryl out here.
And Cheryl's has been with the program 5-6 years already. It's great to see her continuing and being part of this. I think, is it?
Oh, so close.
So Cheryl was part of the Saskatchewan 2 team last year that narrowly missed the championship.
And she just slipped by on this one. And I guess that's another example of they just don't come up at the very beginning of the game. They weren't doing it yesterday, and we noticed that one slip by, and so we're going to watch and see Glenn attempt to put another one in there.
I think hopefully Glenn was able to get some FaceTime video there with his new grandbaby boy. Deegan Jane was born the other day at 3:02 a.m. So hopefully his daughter Ray is doing wonderful, and son-in-law Joey. Hopefully they're getting sleep already.
Well, congratulations to Glenn and his new addition to his family.
Can I go around, Cheryl?
And he's come up with a nice guard.
Great start already for British Columbia here.
And I think this is
Cheryl over this way a little.
Team Sask. This is Gil's first exposure as actually skipping at this event. I think it was Marie.
No, I believe last year Gil skipped.
Gil did it last year too?
Yeah, Gil skipped last year.
I've been corrected. He's been doing it last year too.
Yeah.
And Cheryl looks like that rock's going to need some
11-8.
breaks.
11-8.
11, yeah, just a little hot.
11-8.
We'll also try and do our best to give you updates on the other games that are happening. On sheet A, we have Alberta 1 sitting at 2-3 against Ontario 1, also sitting at 1-3. Both teams are going to be hungry for their win there, as 4 losses could be tough to get into playoffs. Sheet B has Alberta 2 sitting at 1-3, just coming off their first win and looking to keep things going, playing against Saskatchewan 2, who's coming off a tough loss, sitting at 2-3. Sheet C, we have Newfoundland and Labrador looking to keep the winning streak alive at 4-0, playing against Ontario 2, coming off a tough loss, and they're sitting at 2-3. Sheet D has an even Manitoba, 2-2, playing against a victorious Quebec from last night, who is sitting at 3-2, and with the bye this draw is New Brunswick, who is 0-5.
And over on our sheet, Rick just happened to
like that, Marie?
Step right down.
Yeah.
And went through the house as well. So again, BC's laying one.
You think
and
13-8, Gil?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gil has asked Marie to come in around behind. Oh, it's not Marie, sorry. Moose is coming in behind.
Yeah, so Moose last year, he played the lead position. He moved up to second this year.
Good, Moose?
And I think he's been pretty active involved in the club program and also in getting this particular event on the is he one of the committee
Absolutely,
chairmen?
he is the chairman for this event and last year.
I don't think so, Moose. I think you're pretty close.
He's been really excited to have this event come to Moose Jaw.
No,
And
not light.
as he mentioned earlier, the Saskatchewan program was able to recruit 4 more curlers from the province
Really nice
program, and really as a result because of this event.
That's great. That was a wonderful shot, Moose. And they've need to be very. What a beautiful facility. Again, I mentioned this yesterday. To curl, and especially wheelchair accessibility, it's just been amazing.
Yeah.
So second, Rick Robinson, rock going down.
He's attempting to just tap that one.
Looking really nice. Hopefully it sticks around here.
Moose just through. Very nice shot.
Great shot.
I think they came to curl.
I think they did. Yeah, it's going to be a really good game.
9-5, Moose.
So probably looking for a bit of a hit and roll here. Get in behind cover if they can.
Doesn't have a lot of ice, so by where the broom is, that pretty well
9-5
tells
to
us that
9.
story.
You set? Okay, I got you.
And it's on its way.
Line looks pretty good. He's going to make contact. Is he going to get the roll here?
Could pretty well got on the nose.
Right on the nose.
Yeah.
Step 1 was to make contact there, so that's a great shot. The roll would have been a bonus for sure.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's always a bonus.
Yeah.
Nine.
We have BC still
Nine.
has second shot. Saskatchewan first shot, and looks like from where the broom is on that rock, that Ina Forrest is looking to hit and get the roll here. And it's on its way.
She's going to be making contact here. She's a little on the wide side.
I think it's probably going to roll out of
I
there.
think so too, yeah. So, chance for Marie to draw one in here.
Okay, Marie.
Okay.
This is 4-1. This is 4-4.
Okay. Okay.
So great.
4-1, you said?
I want T-line's 4-1.
Okay.
Pull it over a bit.
Okay.
Great communication there on the time
Good.
and really watching
Good.
those paths there, and that's really important.
So 4-1, I presume he's referring
Yeah.
to 14-1.
14-1, correct, yeah. Line looks really nice here. Needs to curl up a little bit here, and the weight, it looks like it needs to put the brakes on a
that.
little bit,
A little
though.
bit, yeah.
2-9.
2-9, so
3-9?
2-9.
2-9, just a little warm. Give you some updates from last night's results there. It was a back and forth game against Saskatchewan 2 in Quebec, with Quebec being able to steal the win and win 8-6. Ontario 1 was on a mission last night, stealing 1 in the 5th, 4 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, and winning 9-4 against Manitoba. British
Sorry,
Columbia
Gil.
was able to do the same and had steals in the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th to win 8-1 over Alberta 1. Saskatchewan 1 was able to score a big 4 in the 6th and win 9-2 over New Brunswick. And as mentioned in a feature game, Alberta 2 was able to win 9-8 over Ontario 2.
So they've asked Ina to come down in behind their own rocks out front on this one. Nice rotation on that stone. Looks like
Wade's going to be close.
yeah, she's going to be really close.
Yeah.
But I think it's probably open, fully
Okay.
open, exposed.
Yeah, edge to edge,
Edge
even
to
at
edge,
least. Yeah. So opportunity here for Marie to make contact.
Kind of weight, Gil?
10.
10?
So Maria had quite a journey with the national program and had some great results and some wonderful experiences she's throwing now.
A little on the fat side here, a little wide. She's going to make contact. 9-7.
Stick around. Yep.
Good job.
Rolled in the open rather than in behind, but it's shot rock, so BC will have to deal with it.
And that rock's getting a little higher and higher in the rings there for Saskatchewan or NBC, so.
Yeah, if they make a nose and Saskatchewan makes a nose, BC may not be in the nose. They won't be in the nose.
Right.
They'll have to roll to get in the house.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, it was interesting. Last night, some of the teams out last night were starting to be a little strapped for time. So, but I'm guessing with these two experienced teams that flow will be important, and I don't see there being too much of a time clock issue.
So
Anybody watch the Worlds? You go on Italy's rules. When you finish the end of the game, you got 7 seconds left on the clock, 5 seconds left on the clock. Have you seen any of that here at all? Did anybody get that close?
Not that
Danielle?
close. No, no. I've been tracking for the end of the games there. We did have a couple that were 30 seconds, but nothing. So this is a little wide again,
and I
too.
think, I think Jerry got a little full on this, but he's going to get it.
Make
Probably.
contact.
It's going to roll out.
Just roll out. So chance here for Gil to get his draw weight in the first end.
If I hit, then he just draws around. So I'm drawing.
okay. Yeah, I like it, Gil.
Absolutely, you're forced here in this
Where
situation.
were
So
you,
you might as
Gil?
well
Edge of 4.
try and make it a skip's deuce.
A little more. A little bit more.
So it's always interesting, Danielle. We talked a wee bit about this yesterday, about athletes being, especially wheelchair athletes, being able to develop feel. So what did you do to develop feel? How did you train yourself to develop feel?
For myself, it's all about repetition.
You like this
and
ice?
it's coming out to practice, and it's throwing that 5 feet more, 10 feet more, and feeling that, throwing the same weight even too, and just that constant repetition and feeling what that difference is with your kick, and maybe even with your extension as well too. So, and these curlers do, it's the same for these curlers as well too. We see them out practicing, and they've got the hog-to-hog clocks going, and they really work on that feel.
That theirs is all arm driven.
It is.
And is on the way.
Nice line, Gil.
This line looks really good.
You got to
I'm
talk
trying.
on this one.
13, so it might be a little warm.
13.
Uh-oh. Pretty quick down the middle
Try.
there.
I think that's the right path though. So opportunity here for BC. They just saw that come down and use that information for his shot here.
So with that number of rocks down that path already, it'll be quite a bit quicker than it would have been at the very beginning of the game, or even when they were doing the practice, because there's been
Absolutely.
every rock that's been thrown has been thrown with the turned down that particular path, and they've all been out the back having a look. They're sitting back
14,
behind the
yeah.
house wondering, how did I get here?
A little more. No.
I think Gary was skipping the BC team back in 2015 when they won this event.
And the rock is off here. This line looks good.
This is,
It's going to be deep here.
You want to draw to it?
Yeah, draw to it. So last rock of the first end already here for Saskatchewan skip Gil Dash.
so in most of these situations, Danielle, you'd be looking at the cold draw with backing rather than using the backing.
Okay, here,
or the,
last, yeah.
throw and
Okay.
using backing.
Like that?
Cold draw.
Cold draw.
I think if you, as soon as you start thinking backing, you're going to throw that couple more feet more weight, and then you don't really intentionally want to, and then you might end up going straight past that guard or that rock too. So
So I'm sure Gil has that thought in the back of his mind when he's throwing. And the path looks like it's going to be okay.
I don't curl by it.
He's going to be on it. Yeah, you're right.
Don't curl
It
by
is
it.
starting to curl.
Nice
pretty
throw,
good.
Gil.
I think he's good.
Really nice.
And a great end
When red.
by both teams here forces Saskatchewan to take their one at the end of the first end.
Nice throw, Gil. Really nice. When red.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy. Don't forget your brooms. Come on up. Well, what do you got? You got one, you got two, you got...
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
And welcome back. That was a great draw by Gil Dash there to
Hi, Daryl.
get Saskatchewan their 1 point in the first end.
Are the sticks okay there?
And kind of like we expected, there was going to be some rocks in play, and it was going to be a well-played first end there. Do you think there'll be a few more rocks in play here?
I think it was well played by both teams.
Hide away
Daniel,
now.
BC got the force, which I'm sure they were striving to get in that particular end. And
Ooh, that was a little hot,
I think that we're in for a great exhibition of wheelchair
Like that.
curling, and we will see rocks in play in this particular game, and some great shots being executed. The first one's on its way, and it's going to be in the rings. We think it's going to be in the rings.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's putting the brakes on.
It's got the brakes on,
Yeah.
just in the
Like the
rings.
one closest to the
I didn't
house.
want to say it too early, but it was interesting last night in the first end.
And then I can figure it
And
out.
all 5 games, they were stolen points.
Well, that's interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah, so I didn't want to jinx it for Saskatchewan here, but yeah, so it was interesting to see what was happening then, or what the,
Yeah, what was going on?
yeah.
So I think BC's asked Glenn to take this or not. I don't think he's called for the draw. He's thinking, asked
Good
for
throw,
a
ground.
Yeah,
takeout.
nice little roll here. Should stay in the rings. So decision time here for Gil. Do you leave it there, seeing as it is back house? But no, he's going to hit it
Going
out.
after it, yeah.
Yeah. It is still early in the game here, so. And I think that kind of goes
10 here,
a little
Cheryl.
bit of respect to both teams here, right? Don't want to take too many chances.
Yeah, because if you watch the first end, they're throwing well and throwing accurate. There's not a lot of errors occurring, so we better
Wait. Move your chair.
play it clean. Oh, Gil has seen something
That way.
with the
Yeah, that
chair.
way. A little more.
Help line up.
There you go. How's that look?
So he's asked for a movement of the chair, and they've done that. So we are going to await the rock coming down.
Pretty good throw, Cheryl.
Yeah, that's good, Cheryl.
Nice confirmation from Skipper.
But what?
It's,
10,
It's coming.
It's taking
very
a little bit.
straight.
Shot.
Yeah.
There, she's got at least
And
contact.
a piece of it, yeah.
Yeah, bit of relief there as the was out of her hand.
But just a quick observation again that the rocks on the outside in, they're not moving. That rock did not move much at all.
No.
And any outward motion, you're going to lose them on that on those shots. So it's great, great shot by Cheryl. As Glenn's last rock for BC. He's asking for another guard, I presume.
I believe
Out
so.
turn move.
Yeah. And this is just a time saver here. Right away, Gil's already getting in position. The rock hasn't even stopped, and this is just a good experience by Saskatchewan here to get ready for your next shot and call the.
So 14.5, I think Moose is a good number.
Make the plan for your going here. A great time saver.
It is. It's great. You know, one of the challenges that we had, Danielle, and some of the teams that we were competing against when we were with the
4-0.
Paralympics, is the athlete would not move.
Four
The thrower would not move.
Tell them, Marie.
They would sit there
Yeah,
and
I
wait.
did.
Basically, their rock
Five,
came to
4,
a
5.
complete stop. And so then, as a result of that, you couldn't get in
Stick your
position
draw to the
until that
button.
was over. So it was. I'm not sure it was by choice or it was just something they were trained to do, but they did not move until.
Okay. What is the rule, or what is the process?
I don't think there is any at all.
Nothing.
Like
Okay.
you tell the other team takes over the
Nice
house.
weight.
So when
Nice
this
weight,
rock
Moose.
stops, the other team has. So
Yeah.
now the yellow team would have they have control of the ice. And so now you'd have to theoretically be out of there before it stops. But
Right.
we
Ken?
never it was never I don't think it was ever a call on. It was kind of etiquette. Curling etiquette is what
Right.
it's all about.
Yeah.
And some teams are very good at it, and some were.
Intentionally or unintentionally.
That's right. Bit
Yeah.
of a challenge. And so I think. Who's throwing? Rick has been asked to remove this rock. And he has a nice shot. But I think it's going to sit right there. A bit of a roll.
So Rick started curling in 1987. And do you know which company he started? The
Throw it
Rock
10 here, Moose.
Watcher.
Oh, the rock
10
watcher.
to 9.5.
Yeah, so you'll notice that some of these teams on their brooms or on their chairs, they'll have
The rock watcher.
the Rock Watcher. So
Yeah.
that's pretty neat.
And I should have known that because I remember that Rick was very generous and walked into the. We were down in out of BC practicing for the national team, and he walked in and gave everyone a rock watcher.
Well, isn't that nice?
Great of him.
Yeah. So we're rolling out here, so kind of gives opportunity back to BC to try and get under that guard there.
It's it appears to be very, very straight, Danielle. I'm
Running a
not
lot
sure,
straighter.
yeah, than
Yeah.
it was. I'm not sure if they got to pull the rock speed back or just take less ice. Almost could be right in the middle of the rock 'cause it's not moving much.
Yeah, it might even be a combination of both even
Yeah.
too, I think.
Good throw. Good job, Moose. Just a little full, and it doesn't come off the line. Like if we are on this side of the line, it would come, but not the other side.
This is looking nice.
Mm-hmm.
We were finding that once they cross the center line, they do tend to finish pretty hard here. And yeah, as we're seeing, there is movement now coming off that center.
Yeah.
14-1.
Yeah, thank you.
Should be close.
That's a very nice shot.
Really nice shot by Rick there.
Great shot.
Right in behind cover.
Yeah, lucky
See
for
it all?
Saskatchewan that it did slide
Yep.
just behind T-line there. It's still accessible. So
Yeah.
gonna put the weight down just a little bit, throwing a 10 here. So as you said too yesterday with Marie, when she first started curling, she was barely able to get it to the second hog line there, and look at her now.
Yeah, look at her now. Here's another good example
Yeah.
of using that 18-inch line. That she's well over the outside of that, so the view from her perspective to where this rock is in play would be much more
Yep,
open than
good.
if you had to throw it down center line.
Right. And it's really moving here.
She's got a nice shot coming here.
And that probably just comes with experience and kind of
Just in between
running
the two.
test
Yep,
runs
great.
yourself to
Thank
see
you.
what it does and how you need to throw it then, right? Or
That's very, very true.
Come
And
down
also,
to it. If you tap it
a
just a
lot
bit, it's
of
okay.
a lot of athletes won't use that 18-inch line because they just haven't
So
had much
13 and a
experience
half?
with it. So,
Sorry? 13 and a half?
but he is calling for quite a bit less weight than Marie threw.
so just kind of looked like that back line just threw weight.
Yeah.
He's probably looking to get under that guard, I'm thinking. A little bit of a finish here maybe.
So it's interesting now if we have a look at where unless Ina's going to shift her rock over. If you remember, Marie's rock was right at the edge of the 18-inch line,
Yes.
and Ina's throwing from almost right off center of the center line. And again, that's basically a choice of the athlete if that's shoes that they want to go and or the skip calling the shots. But these rocks are not moving much until
So it's coming off center, like
coming
I said,
off.
and
She
it's
might be on the.
she's a little
And
soft.
she's got the guard.
Yeah, and she's a little soft on the weight here too. So I'm not sure that would have been in the rings had she not got by the guard there.
So the question there is too. You move it over.
What do you like?
You know that to that 18-inch
here?
line. She probably
Sure.
would have, even with that weight, she'd
Lighter
get
is
by
better,
the guard.
right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So that's a choice. That
Here, here.
I'm not sure why
Okay.
they didn't use that opportunity.
So 15,
4-5 to 15.
4-5, okay,
To 15.
okay.
It's nice giving that range too to figure out, you know, because you don't want to throw a 15-5 here.
Yeah.
No, it's way
Um,
long.
You know, trying to give her that range to throw it at.
She could even by top 12 wouldn't hurt her.
Absolutely, yeah, that'd be a really good spot.
It did feel good. It didn't feel heavy at all.
Starting to finish nice
Yeah,
here
it
for
is
her.
now. Yep.
15-5, so that was what Gil was called for originally. Really nice line, good spot. And a really good spot in a sense that even if BC was to hit that, that's a pretty tough roll on.
Very hard.
So that's a great location for Saskatchewan.
It's very hard to get a roll on it.
Yes.
9.
Compared to where had it been in house, they could have easily got a roll on it by herself.
Absolutely. So
My wheel is stuck.
rock location is
Yeah,
really
yeah,
key
I
when it
did- I
comes
cleaned it out this morning,
to
but-
curling, and we've seen a few times there winning that rock placement battle is huge
Yeah.
in these games.
So you want to put another one up?
So we're going to see where
Did she hit it?
Ina has moved the rock over a little bit, even closer to center line now, but that's wide open.
Nice,
I think
yeah.
that. Just go through the hole and attempt to pick that top red one out of there.
So I think you just put another one
Nice
up there,
run back.
Bill, or you want to come in
Just
again?
hit it on the nose.
Yeah, I don't mind you coming in again.
And I do believe that that rock is
I don't
even
think they can see it.
buried
I don't mind
more
you coming
now
in. Yeah.
It is,
I
yeah,
think
that
you
little
just put another
roll over
one
there, yeah.
than
Where do you
it
like
was
your ice?
before. So
Good opportunity here for Saskatchewan to force things.
I think 14-5, Gil.
Yeah, that's good right there. I can move it forward, but I can't pull it backwards. Thank you.
You like this?
Yeah.
And also, it was interesting too when we had talked yesterday about where they can be to throw their wheelchairs. And we did see some of Alberta too when they were throwing. They were in the house.
were they?
They were that far back. And as you notice, that most of these two teams will be more above the house and closer to the
Right.
hog line.
Yeah. So this is a new path out there, I would presume. We haven't
Yes.
seen any rocks out there, so it'll be interesting if you get a.
The last time they would have thrown was for draw to the hammer, their LSDs. So it's been
There's been a lot of action out here.
yeah.
Looked like a really nice throw, Gil.
Starting to finish here.
I think it's got the legs.
Come on.
It's going to be close.
Where's Ben?
They need their sweeper. She's calling for Ben, her sweeper from Cash League there.
try,
Where's
Gil.
Ben?
So 15. So yeah, she was looking for
Yeah,
14-5.
14-5.
So
No, that's
Especially out of that
fine.
new path.
Ben's sitting
Absolutely,
upstairs.
yeah.
A
We should
little,
call him
little
Ben.
fresh.
A little fresh, yeah.
That's not bad weight.
it's a
Gil.
good
I have
chance here for
4-9.
BC. Essentially, they just made this shot this last time, right?
Curled a little more, I think.
So
Yeah,
good.
Ina came down and just ran that yellow back on the
4-9.
on the red happened to be that time, and now she's got a yellow to.
Yeah.
They've got a yellow to run back.
It might have been like.
You know, while we're waiting for that, it was interesting. I was, searching about information of the residency rule in wheelchair curling, and what I found out is every team is allowed to have one out of province or athlete to add to your team if so desired. And
Oh, Lorraine's given me the 2.
but but the reason that they have 2, there's another reason for that. I'll get to that later.
Oh.
So right now every team out here, and we're watching BC's rock
it's
coming
really
down.
close.
Does he have enough weight?
Oh yeah, is it gonna overcurl though? It
just by.
just over curled on him.
Great attempt.
No.
It was a really good
I think
attempt.
he just comes through
But
that
there
hole.
again, too, we talk about the
Yeah.
weight. Had he had just maybe a little more weight, he would have held the line just that
You
little
like
bit
the
better.
same ice,
So,
it just barely grazed- it just barely
so good
grazed
opportunity
the
here
hill.
for Gil. I mean, as we talked about
Ice here.
yesterday when it comes to
I was
playing
here.
the shots, and if you have a chance to
You
make
just
that
barely
second shot
moved it.
again.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so if we go back to that.
Residency.
No, I want
Oh.
to go back to Gary's shot because
Okay.
I think that again goes to show us that we noticed yesterday from inside out they're going, outside in. So that rock would have been the other way around, but that one did actually move with that weight.
Yes.
And the residency rule again is only one, but however was a special allocation or a special arrangement here at this particular event for Newfoundland because Northern Ontario did not field the team, and the only way they could field the team was by 2 imports, and so it was suggested
long as
and
I don't move
requested,
the
and Pro
yellow one.
Canada approved it. So,
Oh, okay.
but other than that, you're only allowed one.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready.
Alrighty, let's get a time
So
here.
he threw a 15.5 last time, so he'll need to be at least 14.5, 14.7 to get this one. I missed it.
So far, I've got it. His line's going to be a little snug again here, I think, actually. And I'm not sure.
Got the weight
I'm not sure if he's got the weight again.
a little less than last time.
I think so. 15.9.
One. Okay. Good try, Gil. Nice spot.
BC has some work to do to get. He's got a big cold draw to get in here.
But the good news is, if he wants to play that run back again, he just did
That's
it.
possibly there.
And he just missed it. So,
Yeah.
because the
Could they, I don't know what is the intern available on the outside there?
I was just looking for the draw.
That's not very much.
Yeah, that's pretty tough, isn't it? And again, you're just that little bit further wide too,
Yeah.
right? So, you know what? You've seen two
Yeah, he's
rocks
thrown
down
them.
this path here, right? And you've just threw the one, so
So his attempt is going to be to come down and run that yellow in that's sitting on the edge of or out in front of the house at the edge of the 18-inch line and pick out the SK1 red rock and count their one.
there. It looks like he's definitely got more weight on this one. It's just moving off center here now. It's really close, but it needs to come up some more yet. Oh, that'd have been. So he just missed his opportunity there to get his one, and Saskatchewan one steals their one in the second end and take a 2-0 lead. How are you? Good.
The Men of Curling calendar is back for 2024. 18 curling athletes from 4 different nations are raising money for various charities. Support them by purchasing yours today at curlingcares.com.
The sports landscape continues to change, and teams and facilities are under more pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. They need the right team to deliver their product. Look no further than IKS Live. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience across all platforms.
The Men of Curling calendar is more than a date provider. Each edition is packed with beautiful images and tons of curling information too. Support curlers and charity by buying yours today at curlingcares.com.
Okay, Cheryl, think
And
14,
welcome back.
top
British
12.
Columbia just narrowly missed their opportunity to get their one in the second end, and Saskatchewan was able to steal another point there and have a 2-0 lead. It's been a well-played game so far, really.
It was,
No.
and if we go back to
Yeah.
Gary's, both his rocks, he made the adjustment on the second one, but didn't quite make the adjustment on the broom. And we talked about that as well. As you're going to make one adjustment, you have to make sure you make the other adjustment to the two coincide each other. And he threw it more, but it didn't curl as much this time. And last time we threw less weight and curled more, same brew. So just a bit of a lesson to be learned. And we're sitting here in the third end waiting for Cheryl to throw her first rock, and it's on its way. And I imagine that would have been called for a guard.
I didn't get that one. Sorry, I was putting the sticks down.
Nice weight, Cheryl.
Looks pretty good, Cheryl. Really nice throw, Cheryl.
Oh, just
Really good.
top 12.
Yeah, that's really good.
Good spot.
I didn't get the weight because I was putting the sticks down,
So
but I would say
BC's
that's
called for the takeout.
Yeah.
So this is Glenn's second season of curling. He never curled before that. And he was a bit of spent about a dozen winters skiing with his kids and his family.
Before you get into the game of curling. I think Glenn got inside on this one a little bit, and it's just going to slip by the Saskatchewan stone.
Just by.
Just by. It's always interesting as well, Daniel, watching the anchor of the chair and
Same
how
thing.
that, the force exerted ahead. If you're not anchored quite right when you go ahead,
Little
your
tap is
chair
okay.
shifts your stick, and everything goes a little wonker on you.
Better,
So that's a
Cheryl.
really
Good
critical part of
job.
this game as well. To make sure you've got a strong anchor holding your chair.
14. Same weight as last time.
Same weight.
Give you a quick update here. Ontario 1 was able to steal 1 in the first and 2 in the second and have a 3-0 lead on Alberta 1.
And Cheryl is attempting to draw it around behind the one that she just threw before. Throwing an up turn. Outside in.
Pretty good, Cheryl. I think the weight looks really close. A little bit light, maybe, but 16.5. Yeah.
So Glenn had said he'd been asked a few times to try curling over the years, but he didn't think it'd be fun. And then when he was asked the third time, and he wasn't skiing anymore, he thought he'd give it a try, and he absolutely loves the sport and the competitiveness in the Bonspiels. And now he curls 4 to 5 times a week.
Well, good for him.
No.
And he's the one that's got the new addition of the family.
He has the new addition to
grandpa.
the family, yes.
Oh. And I think Glenn got a little outside on this one.
Yeah.
And it's going to wave at the red rock on its way by. And Saskatchewan still laying 1 and 1 up top of the guard zone.
And Moose wanted me
Come
to
to a
make
little
sure I
tap
gave a shout out
or
to
draw.
his sisters that are
gonna
watching
try
in
draw here,
Brockville,
I think.
Ontario.
So what do you think for
I
weight,
think we'll
Gil?
do the straight draw, eh? Are you good
I
with
don't
that?
mind.
So where is Brockville, Ontario?
I don't mind this.
Do
Yeah.
we know?
What do you think for weight?
Close to.
Oh, no, that'd be close to Toronto.
Okay,
14 to
14.
3-5.
East of Kingston.
East of, what if they're having
14.
snow? Is that a snowstorm area down there? They've had a tough
14.
couple of weeks down there, I hear. Well, hello to the Moose's family. Hope you're enjoying the games. Moose looks like he has a very nice
Pretty good,
Throw
Moose.
Moose.
You got the
This
weight
is
there.
looking really nice if he's got the
Look at
legs to
that.
tap it.
Tap it back. Gonna tap it in the open,
Okay,
unfortunately.
that's pretty
but
good.
Yeah. Just about got his Christmas tree there.
I didn't get the weight. Did you get the weight? 52.
So
Really?
BC's asking to have that rock removed.
Ken?
Nice shot. Good weight.
So theoretically, if you hit the broom, you got the rock, half the rock. If the rock stays there, they do sit there a long time with any kind of weight. So Rick is going to attempt to take this one out of there and hopefully get a little bit of a roll in behind, I imagine. And that one is moving
It might overcurl on him.
more, way more than
Is it going to stay in the rings?
he's going to
That-
hang around.
Yeah. So forces Saskatchewan to play the hit here
Probably
instead
off
of
the
trying
line,
to come
Moose.
around here.
Off the line, right?
Yeah.
9-5.
Here's probably another example of where they're moving the rock off the center line,
9-5
way
to
over the
9.
edge of the I think really need to because wide open, but that's just their choice.
So Moose was part of the 2016 Canadian Championship that was held in Regina.
And he has a nice shot.
Really nice shot.
Very nice shot.
Nice
Gonna
weight.
stick around.
And he's
And
gonna
it
roll
does.
over it behind.
Yeah, great shot.
Put on the other side, but it's still available, and I think
Nice
think
weight.
BC is just going to ask for a draw right in behind to try and set their deuce up that way.
So one thing that's Rick said, one thing that surprised him when he started curling was that it is a curling community. When you're a curler, you're part of a curling family,
Yeah.
a place where you're welcomed without judgment.
And you hear that so often about the curlers in the world that people function in curling, and the friends you make and the camaraderie and the enjoyment they have of each other after the games. And it is a great sport for that.
This is really finishing actually for him.
Yeah, I think it's going to be on the guard.
Yeah, it's going to
Yeah, it is.
tap that one just a little further in. So it's not in the rings here. It's kind of in the way for Saskatchewan though, and a usable rock for BC.
But
Is
it
that
did
in?
take that.
No, it's not in, but
But it's in a good spot.
Yeah, no doubt. It's in a good spot if you're BC.
I don't know. Should we hit it or?
Are we two?
We're two.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd rather go that way.
So do you like this call, Wayne? It's a
Well,
fresh
there's-
pass.
We could hit it if
You
you
know, it's
want
third
to.
hand up two.
If we hit it, then we're still one.
You gotta
two in the front.
worry a wee bit
Yeah, we
about the
might
jam
get
at the
a
back.
jam here.
Absolutely.
Okay,
I think Gil
find
just
us
said
rock.
that.
So
yeah.
they're in two. So I think, let's go in for three.
Yeah, I like going in.
Okay.
And you're right, playing the other side, so BC isn't essentially forced to play the run back.
I need my rock
And
back.
the way it's
further.
sitting, if they do, even if they run it in, they're still on lane one. There's only one in play.
Yes.
Right now, Saskatchewan's lane two. If they wrap one around there, they're in
The last
Really good
one, yeah.
position.
a very good position.
Two.
Okay.
14.
I'm a little,
We got a
little
little tight
light,
on
I
that.
think.
Tight light.
Not a
Inside.
great combo.
I'm way light.
That was the Nicole thing.
What?
That was the Nicole thing.
I think they're bad talking
Might
maybe
not
one
be
of their
bad.
lead
Oh.
curlers here.
That was a goal thing.
Whoa.
Well, it kind
That's not bad.
of worked out in a sense that it did take
that's a
away
good
their
miss,
tap.
right?
But if BC gets one in here, they're
It's gonna be
sitting
a
pretty
tough-
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be tough to. They'll have to
Okay, I'll
base
try
because
not.
now we're down to the draw
I
unless
tried
it
to pull
sits
too
wide
much
open.
off of it,
Yes.
and I went way inside.
Yeah.
So we'll see what Ina can do.
Oh darn! I tried to pull too much off. Yeah.
He's definitely got the weight to get there. Her line looks really good.
Yeah, it does. Looks really nice. Like this. Just touched that one.
Her weight would have been really good actually
Great.
had it gone by there. So yeah, Marie started curling in 2009 and she's won
9.
4 championships now, 2005,
9.
16, and
10.
18. She's
10.
got quite the
Okay.
resume with Paralympic bronze in 2018 and world
Not a lot
silver
of
in
ice to 10. You
2023.
think that's good?
So, like, I'm not sure if Saskatchewan's laying 2 or just the 1 here.
I think just the 1. But after this one, it could be 3, but this is really moving. You do want the roll a little bit though. That's a really good shot. I mean,
I didn't see you pulled your rock until
What?
I didn't know you pulled your rock.
You told me to.
No, I didn't. You need just a touch more weight.
Okay, here we go. BC
Yeah.
is going to attempt to draw in there. Ida's got to draw in. They're laying. She's looking at 3 right now, so
yeah.
they're going to need to.
Yeah, I think her weight was really good last time.
Well, Danielle, I cannot see the hog line from where I'm sitting.
I'll attempt.
So it's
I
up to
will
you.
do my best here.
I don't know which one it is. On this side?
And she's
Yeah,
off
true.
here.
Thank you, Jen. Yeah, that's why I asked.
She's definitely got more weight, I think, even than last time. 13-4. It's coming in really nice. Nice finish here.
Very
Really
nice
nice
finish,
shot.
yeah.
Really
Great
nice
shot,
shot.
Ina.
You throw 11.
So you
Yeah.
got about half a rock here,
Nice shot, Ina.
maybe a
I'm
little
gonna
bit
find the
thinner.
draw,
So
Yeah, very nice shot. Half open.
yeah.
Close.
Do you chase it to hit and roll out and force BC, or you're trying to steal here yourself here? What was the call here?
I think they're chasing. You know, he could pick it out of there.
Or do you throw just a little? Yeah, it looks like he's throwing some weight there based
Yeah.
on that ice.
I mean, you could cap it and say, okay, try and get 2 out of this end, but he's got to. It's partly open. He's got to go after it. It's very similar to the shot that we saw from Jamie yesterday. That little when he picked that
Oh yes.
that rock out,
yeah.
almost
Not
similar
ready.
setup except the other side of the house. That
Yeah.
one. It's got to come up a little bit.
This line looks pretty
Line
good.
looks very
really good.
By the top.
Oh, it's got
Oh,
enough
I missed
weight.
that.
Nice shot, Gil.
That's a
Really
good
good.
shot.
Thanks.
And now scheduled lane 4.
Yeah.
All around the outside in the 12-foot.
Yeah, the good news for BC that
Nice
they're all
shot,
in the
Gil.
12 foot there, right? So there's lots of room to get to the button there.
Really good.
Yeah, all kinds of opportunities to get the button. Even if you
Okay.
got one at the back now as a catcher.
Okay. Yeah. Right. You're right. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Good shot, Gil. I got 11-2.
What was Ina's weight?
That's pretty passable. Good job.
Give you an update here too. Ontario 2 was able to score their 2 in the second and are up 2-1 with
I know.
over Newfoundland and Labrador.
We're in trouble.
And the skip from BC is ready to throw his first rock, attempting a wide open or just a draw.
Thirteen 7.
So just draw down to it. But you can
Come a little bit deeper. Nice finish on those still though, hey?
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
It's,
Pretty much the same.
Yeah.
same shot for
Same
Gil.
shot for Gil if he wants.
What weight?
I think the same weight. You like that? Or do you want to just draw to it? It's up to you.
I'll see.
'Kay.
I'll probably the same thing.
'Kay.
What happens if I jam, then I sit on top of them anyways?
Yeah.
Is that the same ice?
Yeah.
Good discussion there. I mean, you definitely have 2 choices. Yep, play the same hit or draw.
Here's a great comment from Gil too. If I jam, I'm sitting right at top.
Absolutely.
So the,
yeah.
the only way he can jam is he's going to nose it. And his
Yep.
rock will still be shot rock on top. And then BC would have to attempt something to get some points scored. So this is Saskatchewan's last rock in the third end. Up to 0.
I don't know yet, Moose. Wait.
They're taking their time to line up on this one.
Yeah.
in turn. Asking for about a 10. His line looks.
Definitely, he's by.
It's in there. He's got. There's another example of the appropriate weight for the
Really nice
shot.
throw,
Like
Gil.
you
Great
throw
shot.
that, yeah. You throw that weight that anymore, and it is not coming up.
No, so that was 11-3. So that was that nice down control weight, and I think
Yeah,
there's I think they're still line 5 now.
Really nice throw, Gil.
if you throw a 10, 9.5, you're gone.
come back.
Not even
Absolutely.
close. So that was a great,
now. Shot.
great shot.
So
But good news for Jerry. I mean, if he wants to throw the same draw, he just did it. So he has some choices here and some confidence going in this rock.
and even nose is fine.
Yeah. I'm liking that.
Okay.
It's right there.
All right.
He's going to play the hit here.
So they made the decision to play the hit.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, he hits it on the nose, he's good. He hits it and rolls over. He's probably got a double. The only bad thing that could happen here is hit and roll out the back. But he's pretty confident that it's
Just
going to
hit. And if I get a corner, then we roll in.
Yeah.
If I get
Ontario
a
number 1
nose.
is playing really well against Alberta 1, and they were able to steal another 2 points and have a 5-0
could.
lead.
Prefer that? Yeah.
So is he looking at 4 or 5 here, Daniel? I think he's throwing against 4 for sure.
4 for sure.
Probably 5.
Yeah.
Maria was holding up 5 fingers, so I think that's what she was talking about. 5 rock.
So big shot here. Last rock coming down on the third end. It's curling.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I think you'll be
Uh-oh.
okay.
Uh-oh.
I think you'll be okay. Oh. I think it's going to be 1,
2.
2.
Saskatchewan.
I think 2.
One
So
red at least, but I think that's it.
no, it's 2.
It's hard to tell when they're that far apart.
Yeah, and then there's writing on that one.
I know. I think we'll measure these two just because it's hard to tell. So 1 red here. Yeah. This one and this one, yeah.
Could go into it.
Yeah, you can remove that one.
So we're going to measure those 2.
We're
I
measuring
think
for
they're.
2
I
red.
think it's 2 red.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Red for
think
1. Don't move this one. You can move those two.
Gary on that
Yeah.
shot just was a touch wide, maybe. Because
Yeah.
it was fortunate that that almost looked like it was going to slip through that hole, and that would have been
Oh,
a big
I think after that you're thinking,
score.
even if it is 2, 2 is better than 4.
That's right. Yeah. Though the measurements happening as we watch. Now, the interesting thing about this, I think, if the measurements are done correctly, they're supposed to be done clockwise, correct, Danielle?
Correct.
So as we're seeing this, it is being done clockwise. Can't see what it's set at,
So
but
was that 3 there?
3-year,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
can't see. It is red.
it is red. So it is a steal of 2 for Saskatchewan 1. So they take a 4-0 lead after 3 ends of play.
This is it. It all comes down to this rock. The hours in the gym, the weeks away from my family. This is what I've been training for. And all those voices trying to tear me down, I'm here to silence them. We've given everything we have for a chance to get everything we want.
The sports landscape continues to change, and teams and facilities are under more pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. They need the right team to deliver their product. Look no further than IKS Live. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience across all platforms.
And welcome back. We just had a quick measurement there, and Saskatchewan was able to win the measurement and steal a 2 in the third end and have a 4-0 lead.
And Saskatchewan's first rock, Cheryl, is on its way down. And while we're waiting for that, Danielle, just to give you a bit of an update of, or just a information process of what's happening in the national program now. And we do have 3 new categories in the developmental program for the national team. The first one is ranked as senior B athletes. There's 3 in that program. Next gen program or next gen athletes, we have 4 in the program, and next gen prospects 7. So there's 14 other athletes out in the country of Canada that are currently being in the developmental program. So hopefully that'll spur on some more athletes to be involved in this program in 2025.
Absolutely. So Gil is part of the national team, and then what program is Marie part of?
She would probably be, I think,
the senior B.
The senior B athletes.
Okay. And she's been in the program for quite some time.
She's been in the program for a long time.
And Ina obviously is on the national team as well too.
And Gil as well too.
And Gil, yes, yeah.
And out of our part of the province, and then the other ones are from Ontario. And in their program, it's interesting because they have their existing coaching staff. Kyle Paquette is head of the national wheelchair program. Vic Lismore is the head coach. Dana Ferguson does the mixed doubles. Kyle Turcott is strength and conditioning. Dr. Steve Muckalus is their team doctor. Sari Shatil is a physiotherapist, as well as Alicia Patience. Jory Jensen is their dietitian. Aaron Brennan is the mental performance consultant, and Lisa Weigel is a communication media manager, and Wendy Morgan is the next gen manager. So they've got quite a staff,
list, yeah.
quite a list of people working for them. So back to our game, we have obviously Saskatchewan must have rubbed a guard to get over there.
They did, yeah.
And I think Lisa Weigel is here with us today.
She is, yeah. And she's going to be joining us on the mic on Championship Saturday. So.
Oh, great. That'll be wonderful. Yeah, Lisa's got quite a background in curling. And Grandpa Glenn is throwing his second rock here.
This is starting to curl. He's going to be on the guard here. I think his weight would have been really good had it got by the guard there.
So this is very similar to what we observed yesterday, Danielle. Like now, 4th and 5th, 6th going on, they are starting to come in from the outside and towards the center with with appropriate weight. I think if you get your up weight, they're still going to run pretty straight out there.
Absolutely, yes.
Many there.
So Moose is going to attempt to sneak one in there. We got lots out front, but
so 14-3 Gil's calling.
Well, I get this
so
one.
Times are pretty good then.
Nice line there, Moose.
I think he is on the guard. Oh, 13-3, just made it by. 13-5, Colin.
Actually, Moose was currently a member of the Canadian Forces Sports Honor Roll, being inducted in 2011 as a builder and official. So not only does Moose curl, he's also heavily involved in softball and the officiating side of softball.
I wonder if is he still active in that role?
He is actually, yes. Not as much as he used to be, but yeah, he still does a few games.
And I think Rick is attempting to follow.
He looks
Moose
tight already, though, isn't he?
Here's that way to me.
Yeah, he's on the guard. Maybe he can get a nice tap here, a plan B. Not quite.
The other way.
And they're just ignoring that. And Saskatchewan's coming around again. So here's an option. Comes around that side and gets around behind the yellow, takes the yellow,
Top
raise
eight's
away.
good. Top
You come around to
12.
the out-turn side. You got your own red there, which you could possibly bump in.
Absolutely.
So I guess it's a
Should be good
choice
out
of what
here.
you choose to play.
Yeah.
4-5.
14-5 he's looking for from Moose. He's definitely got the weight.
It's not moving out there very much.
No.
It's hanging out there a long time. Might start to come now.
13, so
Yeah.
that's probably why it ran a little straight on him. But looks like it's
So
gonna
stop in there.
Yeah, put the brakes on.
Yeah, in tee line, but he is lane 2, Sketch on lane 2, but both behind the tee.
Don't do it.
So BC
To get
is-
inside, that's okay.
At least
Yeah,
I
getting
figured out
inside would be really nice. You wouldn't it be for BC?
It's the front one on the right side.
That was a 12-8.
Yeah, so a little sticky there, but he was quite a ways out there. Well, I got 13. There, I think he's got better line on this one. Oh, it's curling though, isn't it?
Should have big enough tip on ours. Whack it.
At least it's on his own rock.
He's
though.
on his own rock.
Yeah.
And he's got a boat in play.
Yeah.
Okay, Marie, let's like here to here.
There.
No.
Go for here.
Yep.
She's
Go
got
for
a nice
here.
range.
Okay.
If it slides in, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this one you don't want
So
to
do
be
you
too
think
deep at all.
15?
No, just a sec. Hang on.
One of the things, Danielle, in all the
15
years
to
that I worked
14.5.
at wheelchair curling, this is one of the hardest shots
like a lot of ice,
to
no?
execute over and over again. Was the guard 9 times
Is
out
that
of
what you
10.
gave Moose?
What we saw was it was going to be inside,
for you.
not outside.
Okay.
They would over curl rather than under curl. We called them the OCs versus the UCs. So hopefully she
Nice weight.
It's really
Wait,
finishing
looking
actually
nice.
pretty
Yeah, it
nice,
sits right out there. Yeah.
She was a little worried that was I was actually too much ice, but that was pretty good ice. 14-8.
Good shot.
That was a very nice shot.
Really nice shot.
Yeah, so close that up. More ways than one. So I think he's asking for a peel on that that red. Sketch was laying 2, and we're down to the last. So this is Ina's first rock.
The end is going by quick though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So I think they're asking just for is it a run back they're looking for here or a peel? Looks like where his broom is looking for a 10 and
Yeah.
straight run back.
Yeah, I believe so.
And I think
Nice.
that's going to
It's
just
curling.
ship it out a wee bit on the outside.
But it opens it up though, so it forces Saskatchewan to play the same shot again.
We throw different than them, so that's why
Yeah.
I'm giving you this
Yeah.
ice.
Good communication though, and being
That's
honest,
right.
Same way,
right?
hey?
Like,
Yeah,
you know,
same way.
everyone's kind of seeing something out there and
Yeah.
kind of questioning, well, what's going on here? So good explanation from Gil there to Marie.
Okay, thank
Looks
you.
a little, her line is a little tighter on this one, I think.
I agree. I think she's a little slower though.
Right.
15.
15.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it closes it up again.
Yeah.
Good shot.
And that's a pretty tough hole to get through for BC here. It is there, but
He's going to pick it out.
yeah, same thing again.
Nine.
Here.
There's the danger here, of course, is jamming it over on the yellow. Unless he's trying to run back and pick more than one red out.
Right.
But if he's going to do that, they're probably going to leave the yellow sitting there. So we'll see what. And of course, you're running red into red. but
Same friggin'
this is
result.
curling.
Too happy here.
This is curling.
Yeah, 9-6.
And
Oh no.
the danger was there.
Same ice.
I shouldn't have said
Okay.
anything, right?
Look and see where you had it.
There's always a risk there,
There
right?
is. Yeah, we'll just blame it on Wayne on that one. Yeah.
Shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah. Give you a quick update here. Alberta 2 is trying to keep things rolling from last night's game. They stole 2 in the third and are up 3-1 on Saskatchewan 2.
Yeah? Is that pretty close?
Yeah. I'm going to be out to it.
Yeah.
So here's one of those situations, Daniel, where you can afford to be wide. I think you can give him a bit of a
What
hole,
time
but
did you get
that's
on
not an
here?
easy hole to get through.
5-5?
Absolutely.
You get that.
You'd rather be on the broom side of that
Correct.
red line than go on the inside, yeah. Because those
go- A bit
angles
warmer.
for yellow are pretty tough right now.
Yeah, they really don't have an angle on the yellow. The only thing they have is if this guard isn't placed in the proper spot, then they have an opportunity to get in there. But
Yeah.
and then it's going to be tough to. But I think he has a very similar line to Marie's.
This is running pretty good. Needs to put the brakes on.
Nice
Gonna
weight,
be
Joe.
okay.
Really nice. Nice throw.
Yeah, great shot.
Very nice shot by Gildash. Skip of Team Sask. First shot. Fourth end. Sask 1 up 4-0, and BC has some work to do.
Something. Yeah, maybe.
Call on a timeout, they're thinking.
Timeout.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking at those yellows there, and I.
The only one they with that, like there's a
It's-
top to the top to, yeah, that column, that three could be bounced in. That's, and then the challenge you have is
See what coach here has to say.
yeah.
Not a lot of options.
I'll get Lloyd to check that.
There's those 3 yellows lined up that we could go.
No, there's no
I
angle
wonder
or
if he
anything,
hit
right?
here.
Yeah,
Maybe jiggle them
To
around
here.
to get better
to
position.
there.
And maybe hit this one, and
they
you hit
do
on the
throw
back
another
side of
guard
it,
on
so
there,
then
yeah.
it kind of goes out to here.
Yeah.
That's about all that we really see here for these guys.
No, because you run the red.
And that's got to be a lot of weight, though.
That is right. You got to throw enough weight to make all those rocks move, and it, of course the angles have got to be.
Yeah, no, that's
Take
about
into
all.
consideration and-
We don't think we get anything on the draw here on the outside. Yeah.
The only
And that
other
draw
thing is the
is
draw
pretty tough.
this way.
I don't think they have a draw, Daniel, to take out these two. Maybe they'll draw to take out the
But
one in
yeah,
the
I mean,
wings,
you
but
might,
those two
you
sitting in
might
the
be
back,
able to get down to this
like
one.
your edge of the
And
forefoot,
in them trying
one's
to get
just
rid of it
6
if
inches
they
off the
did,
putt. So
which they
Yeah.
probably wouldn't
It's
take
a-
with this guard again. So if you don't get there perfect, you probably really
I'm,
well.
really, I think I would take my chance of running that yellow stuff in with and see what happens if we get if you get a break and get lucky.
Well, even if you
Yeah,
can kind
well,
of get some
or
separation of
under
it,
control.
and maybe you have something set up on your next one.
Yeah, get some movement in there or something.
Yeah, but you got to throw it hard.
Got to throw it. Yeah, you got to have.
Yeah. Or do you throw
Because
for
then
the,
you got like
the-
you need to get
the
rid of
real
that. You
tip?
got that other yellow out there to run in if you need to. Right now, that's all they got. Unless they try to run that
Okay.
red
So whichever you think.
back in, pick a couple out. Right now, they're looking at 3 more. Right.
But even by, yeah, if you do play something where you're getting these moved, this one right here, you might do something. You might open up that rock there. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's in this part right here.
So I'm not sure what the call is.
I think he's trying the draw. This is Jerry's first rock on the 4th end here.
Yeah.
If he gets just hairs that top red guard, he may have a chance of getting in there, but he just has to hair it. That's all you can possibly do. And it's on its way.
Has he got the legs.
I don't think so. It's a nice.
Yeah, you were.
They take that away.
Yeah, it's better.
So give me a little
Same weight, Gil.
Becomes a bigger challenge now.
Absolutely.
He had the line. Gary had the line. Just need a little more weight.
Yeah.
Great line.
Yeah.
He'd have been right welded on the. May not have been for shot, but he'd been welded on top of that red.
So last stone for Saskatchewan here, Gil Dash.
Just guard.
And he's just calling for a guard.
Trying for the same.
So he actually started curling when he was 6 years old at Kipling Curling Club, and then started wheelchair curling in 2009. So Wichita Curling Center is his home curling club. And he's been on those winning teams with Marie as well too in 2012, 16, 18, and 23.
I think Gil was originally from Wolseley, Canada, Saskatchewan, and moved into Regina.
He said he wanted to make sure that he said Kipling was his hometown.
Oh, Kipling is hometown, not Wolseley. Oh,
yeah.
okay. Sorry, Gil.
But he did. That's where he was living before. Was in Wolseley.
Yeah, he was in Wolseley. So.
Yeah, that's correct.
I just got to get over.
And he's absolutely right. He's just got to get over there so they don't.
Really nice weight, Gil.
That's a great shot.
So that side's taken away.
Yeah, now it's on an angle.
Gary's got a tough road ahead of him here.
He does.
Throw a bomb down on our yellow.
So Jerry started curling in 2003, 2004, and was part of the national team from 2005 to 2008. And we talked about this a little bit. One thing that surprised me about curling, lots of curling clubs aren't very accessible, but they're getting better. So.
And that's very true. Like in my journeys across not only Canada but across the world in various different curling clubs, there's not a lot of them are as accessible. Like this is one of the nicest ones that I have experienced. There was another in the Wausau, USA that was a great venue. Some of them are getting better. Like they're making attempts to have them accessible, but unfortunately in many cases, as I shared yesterday when we were over in Switzerland, the athletes had to come through the garage door or the maintenance door to get to the ice surface because there's no other way to get in. You could get into the waiting room, but you couldn't get from the waiting room into the ice surface because there's no way of doing it. And even some of our curling clubs in Saskatchewan are similar to that don't have accessibility other than through the maintenance door. So it's a challenge, and hopefully we're getting better at providing those opportunities for athletes. And
almost just
get them into those situations.
So is he going to play the shot that we called the first time?
I think so. He's talking about got to throw it hard and see what happens.
I like it. I wish he actually did it on his first time.
I agree. I think that would have been the call.
If you went straight through them all, I don't know. I think I'd go with at least 10 and a half.
10 and a half? Okay.
Yeah, because you're not going to get full on all of them, I don't think.
I think these are the ones that, what can you throw? If you can throw a 9,
let her rip, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Because you're moving 3 rocks here.
It's interesting how the sport of wheelchair curling has developed, and the ability for athletes to throw rock speed, and it's getting better and better and better as we go through the years, and the programs that they are exposed to. But you're only as accurate as your speed. You throw the high speed, but you got to be accurate with it. So we'll see what Gary's going to do here.
Really close on the stick here. It's got to curl up just a hair.
Yeah,
it's got to curl up. Come on. It's just.
I'm sure he's got enough oomph.
So I'm thinking it's going to be a steal of 3.
3 red.
So that is a steal of 3 red for Saskatchewan here, taking a 7-0 lead going into the 4th end break.
Okay. Yeah.
got 2 good players in the game.
Time to go home, kiddo.
Just one more throw, please.
Thank you for making moments like these possible.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
The sports landscape continues to change, and teams and facilities are under more pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. They need the right team to deliver their product. Look no further than IKS Live. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience across all platforms.
The Men of Curling calendar is back for 2024. 18 curling athletes from 4 different nations are raising money for various charities. Support them by purchasing yours today at curlingcares.com.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
Don't forget the brooms.
Yep, you got it.
Come on up. Well, what do you got? You got 1, you got 2, you got...
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
The Men of Curling calendar is more than a date provider. Each edition is packed with beautiful images and tons of curling information too. Support curlers and charity by buying yours today at curlingcares.com.
And there's a look at our beautiful banners of our Wheelchair Championship curlers in 2018 and 2023. Marie Gill and Moose are all on those, and Coach Lorraine.
It's always a delight to walk in a curler and see the banners and the the opportunity to share the successes of athletes from your community. And that's, you look around here, this great thing that's happening here. Well, Danielle, if this is a football game, 7-0 wouldn't be bad. Like, you get a couple of field goals, you'd be back in this one. So I think BC's got to get some field goals happening here
Good shot, Cheryl.
to get them back in here. So
very nice.
So I think discussions in the break for Saskatchewan is keep it clean, keep it simple, keep it open, and BC, junk it up, junk it up, junk it up.
Yeah. Can't count if they're not in the house.
That's right.
So they got to get them in play.
Give you some quick updates here on the other games after the break. Manitoba's up 4-2 on Quebec after 4. Ontario 2 is up 3-2 on Newfoundland Labrador. Alberta 2 is up 4-1 on Saskatchewan 2. And Ontario 1 is up 6-0 on Alberta 1.
And Saskatchewan's first rock, Cheryl, is in the Fighting 8-foot, and BC is elected to put a corner guard up.
Really great shot there. Great location.
Both of them very well placed. Yes.
Yeah, with those corner guards, you have to make sure you're careful that if you need to have that draw path, it's far enough over that you have that draw path there. So that's a great location by lead Glenn on BC.
Yeah, you don't want to take your eventual, hopefully that you have a chance to make use of the corners. And they come into play to get some points on the board for you.
It's this right here. It's blocked. So that's not.
So we talk about the curling community and family, and even this week here with Ina and Marie's experience and I guess team members. Ina's staying at Marie's place.
Yes,
this
I
week,
think they did last year as well.
Yeah.
They've been. That's one of the nice. That's the part that I miss the most. Danielle, is not having the contact with the athletes anymore. But they're both wonderful people and enjoy each other's company. And there's like that with so many of them. Like they just are together and they appreciate each other's abilities and enjoy being around their friends, their wheelchair friends.
Nice weight, Cheryl. Did you take yours and roll over?
And
really nice.
Double guards here, looks like.
Easy then put a double corner up.
Oh, is he gonna buy some drinks this time? Oh,
I'm ready.
Yeah.
We're gonna sign out, go upstairs, and have our drink.
Have our drink on Glenn. Thank you.
So I think 13-5 still.
That's too bad.
Grandpa Glenn.
Yeah.
Oh no. All right.
Yeah, that's too bad.
So Saskatchewan's going to attempt to get another one.
It looked like a bit of a flat handle that he threw. It didn't have the
14
rotation. I
should
think
be
had it
good.
a little more rotation, it would have carried a little bit better, and I think that's just why
Didn't make it over.
it didn't make it over. Yeah.
So did Moose share with you why he came to Saskatchewan? Was it a job-related thing or?
It is, yes. Moose was part of the military.
Oh, that's right.
It's
Yes.
really hard,
Yeah.
really.
Very
And
good.
he just threw another, and
Nice weight.
I think BC is going to have to make some moves on these because they're in front of the T line, and it's getting a little plugged up front there.
Yeah, if you're Saskatchewan, you're pretty happy with those rock locations. But if you're BC, you're kind of shaking your head going, okay, we got to get something going here.
And that's what he's asking to.
Yeah.
Hopefully get a roll in behind his corner guard. That's why he put the
Fine.
corner up. And this is Rick throwing his first rock. Here's one of those situations, Danielle, where the rock speed, good enough, you can, two are gone for sure, maybe even all, well, I'm not sure all three are going to go, but two can go for sure.
Yeah. Rick wants to do a shout out to South Fraser Active Living Group and to Curl BC. He's going to get something here.
Yeah, he is. He's going to leave his rock on a nice spot.
That's a great shot. Considering where that corner guard is and where that one that got to the tee line there, BC's got an opportunity to potentially use their corner guard and use that rock.
Yeah, just go down and pick that yellow, that red out in a bit of a roll, and you're in behind the corner.
Absolutely. So Saskatchewan's got to be careful here.
Or else we peel that top one.
I like that.
It's always a situation when I remember, Danielle, you look at which rocks are potentially causing me have a chance to cause me grief.
Yeah.
If you've got it, it's there, get
Good
rid of
draw
it.
here.
Up 7, get rid of it.
2 shots. I don't mind that either. But that corner guard might hurt you, though, in the
That's
end.
right.
You like Marie.
Yeah, you gotta do it quick though.
They're just drawn in there.
Well, and Marie
Even
said
if
got to
you
do
fill
it
that
quick.
hole up there.
BC is down to 16 minutes, and Saskatchewan's down to 17 minutes here to play the second half. So they're going to want to make sure their decisions are very decisive. But then as a thrower, you need to make sure you take your time, too, to make your shot. That tough balance there.
I think Moose is. Ooh. Look at
Well,
Supposed to stay on the wing.
I'm not sure.
Well, you got fortunate because you
He
got dropped it
did.
if you had the guard a little bit, and now
Yeah.
BC's going to now they're laying 3 again, so BC's going to
Yeah.
make some moves. Here, so
The thing about with Saskatchewan Rocks, those 2 are behind T-line
that's
there.
right.
So
they're
it's,
in reality a benefit to BC.
it is, yes.
So how did Moose get the name Moose? Did he say?
I'm too scared to ask.
Well, we got some action happening here.
Actually, Moose is such a kind heart, and as you can tell with his glasses and his beard, he was actually asked
do we
this
say?
past winter to be sent.
Santa Claus.
What do you like?
Did he
I
take
don't
it?
mind a guard.
He did.
Good for him. Good for
And
him.
we joked, or I joked with him. I said, "Well, you should buy a suit in case you get
If
asked
you
more."
want, you
And
can
he
call a
did buy
timeout,
a
Gil.
suit,
You
and
got
he
two.
was
Very good.
fantastic.
here or
So
we
he
come
really
here?
is a little Santa's helper.
Timeout.
Timeout.
Oh, timeout by
Time
Saskatchewan.
out.
I like this call here. I mean, this is kind of critical time here for Saskatchewan. You don't want to give up a big end.
No. Right now, BC's lane, Saskatchewan's lane 2, and we got 4 rocks left to play.
Yeah, but those 2 rucks for Saskatchewan behind T-line, and BC rucks are in the control zone. So
Kind of like the hit.
So the option is take a chance and
And it
knock
leaves
that,
it wide open.
yellow out of there.
I mean, we
Leave
could
the back
yeah.
red wide
Like,
open, right?
That's why I thought we can't
Out
waste a
through
lot
the
of
hole.
time. So
Yes.
we've got 2 timeouts.
Yeah.
So that's
think-
one
are you
option.
coming back?
Versus
She's
coming
coming back
around.
here, Gil.
Which one do you like?
Yeah. Are they second shot or are
They're up 7.
We are.
yeah, I
We're
I
1
like
and 2.
elimination.
Yeah, I agree.
You got to eliminate something.
You got to get rid of the yellow.
Draw into the button, or
Or hit
hit it out here. But then if we hit it out, then we're rolling over there.
Yeah, and
Or
then-
we're
and
jamming.
they're gonna
or
come
we're
with
jamming.
threes.
And then it's wide open.
So you like the guard?
I don't know what's the right call. That's why.
Either call is fine. I mean, we're still behind the tee line either way. If you do jam,
Like, is it better to not leave their rocks in the house?
Well, of course, but
is that yellow one at the top in?
is it in?
Is that one in?
I don't think so.
No, it's not in yet. You're right. That does kind of
For
change
sure?
things too.
You know what's a great shot here?
What?
If you hit that yellow and get rid of our 4 at the back. That would be fine.
Yeah.
Hit the
Absolutely.
Get a double.
Like double it off.
Oh,
Hammer it
that's
off.
pretty
Okay.
difficult. Yeah, that's pretty risky
Yeah.
though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
throw it.
Play it
Okay.
that
Throw it
way.
hard.
Okay. And where do you want the ice?
Well, I think
I'm putting it right in the
option
middle of the rock.
one, the key is to get rid of the yellow.
I think
And
for
if you
sure.
knock I wouldn't even look at the red. And if it happens to pick the
Run
red on
back.
the way back,
Okay.
okay, that's a
Get rid of
bonus
the
for you.
bolt,
Not-
right? So we got
Yeah,
to
but just go for nose, and it'll
Yeah.
be a little. We'll
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
what
So
happens.
thanks to Coach Lorraine Arguin, she has said that this is potentially going to be her final year of coaching wheelchair curling in Saskatchewan. She's been a wonderful advocate, a wonderful coach. We're so lucky to have her. She was introduced to wheelchair curling by a client of hers at work. She's a physiotherapist by trade, and she's obviously been with the team for all those national championships, and herself is an accomplished curler, having won the silver medal at seniors, Canadian seniors, in 2014, I believe it was.
The province of Saskatchewan and Carl Sask have been very fortunate to have Lorraine on the program because really she has done a fabulous job. In some cases, I think she's run the program
Yes.
all by herself and organized all the activities for her, and the success that she's had is a tribute to her. So, Lorraine, thank you from our hearts and from Saskatchewan coach and myself that has had a chance to work with you and see the great work you do. So hats off. Rain, and thank you very much for your contribution to our sport.
Ready, Moose?
And the decision is,
I love this hit call here.
Gotta get to nose.
And what she got
she's
here?
got it. It's just a deadly shot.
Great
Good,
shot.
Marie.
That's great.
So I mean, there's no. That's. If she would have come down and got the back out, it would have been bonus. But
Yeah.
not. I mean, we know they knew BC was going to come down on top. That's all they got.
Yes. But like Gil said, it's open.
That's right. Now it's
So,
wide open. So the draw has to be. Line is going to be right there, or they'll take a run at that too. The other shot here option would be to come around behind and freeze against the one behind the corner guard.
Yes.
Would be, I think, a better option. Or, I mean, you got the corner up there anyway, so
Yeah.
leave that one alone in the front there.
Use that path
If you
in
get in
there.
there, there's a chance to get a second rock in play. Yeah. There it is.
Right there. Yeah.
Right there.
And even, you know what, the biggest thing is just to get it around that yellow guard there. And
That may be what you do. I'm not
I
sure.
think it looks like she
that's
must
what
be.
they're doing, yeah.
Yeah. To even get second shot here is really important. And just short of the rings there. Just kind of the way the game's gone for them, unfortunately.
I think there's
Okay, 14,
the swear
you like
jar is
still?
open.
Should have brought my piggy bank
Should have
today.
brought it. Should have brought.
Would have been a millionaire.
I think you need,
Yeah, I did.
let's go for 3-7.
Okay.
13-7. Get tough.
Yeah. Top four here is
ready?
really nice
That
for
was really good.
Saskatchewan.
Wrap, take that, that spot away. The top four, even on this side, on the right side, as we look down the sheet of ice, on the center line would be ideal.
Right.
Because then it takes them that much more of the house away from BC, but looks like Maria's going to be a
Line
little
looks
light.
pretty good. 12-7.
Oh, she's in there. Just a little rub. Oh, that worked out really well.
Very nice.
Really
Nice
nice
weight.
shot there. Because they can't even hit that on nose and be
Good
second
shot.
shot, right? So really good location.
So Marie should go down and say thank you to that yellow rock.
Absolutely.
I think so.
Actually, she say afterwards, thank you to Ina, because that's Ina's rock.
I think you just a 10. Okay.
Maybe that was the deal. I know you stay with me. You have to give me a break. And she did.
Yeah.
They do there, yes. Yes, yes, they do.
So I'm not sure if the call is for the double or just a straight run back. If she makes the run back, she's got the double.
Even just hitting and rolling underneath those guards would be really good too. Like,
Let's see what she does.
It's finishing up
side.
here. It's trying. She's got a good one coming in here. Needs to finish up a little bit more. Oh, and just
Not too far.
just too far. Just the way things have been going right now for them.
Edge. Edge of
So
4.
I think you were here, right, Gil?
Give me edge.
Yeah. Because I moved it a little bit, right?
Okay, watch where I am. Cheryl, you got the time on Marie's? What was Marie's? Yeah. Was it 13 or 14? No, 14. I don't think it was.
Yeah, so what a team effort there. I mean, Moose's job right now is to anchor Gil, and Cheryl's job is to get the hog-to-hog times
Marie.
here. So
Like that?
What?
You like that?
Yeah.
and he's just talking about, I think, the rock and chair placement there.
So what do we? They're going to have to boogie. Time-wise, they're going to be. It's getting to be a challenge. They got to be very careful with that. Actually, anything on this side of the center line would be. That benefits the girl at the
Absolutely.
SK1.
He's got lots of line. He's got to slow down, though.
Yeah, what he doesn't want to do is.
Nice
give him
weight,
a-
Gil.
That's
Stop. Okay, good.
it's okay. It's not
Well, that sure gives.
A little too much.
a bit of an opening for
ice.
BC,
Yeah.
though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come down to
Yeah,
it.
you come right down to
Yep.
it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you could tap it a little bit.
Give you a quick update here too. Ontario 1 stole another point, and they're up 7-0 after 5 ends of play against Alberta 1.
Yeah, you don't want to roll too much, but
No.
you can roll in front of this one too, right?
Yeah.
So, okay.
So Saska's laying 1-2. BC has got third shot. Totally covered. You can see part of it on the outside, but that's not, I don't think, ever going to come into play. I think he's throwing hard enough to get attempting the double here. A lot of ice.
No, I agree there. Thought it was a little snug. Maybe you know something we don't know.
Oof, he cut her pretty fine.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, because you want to stop top 12.
That was
Okay.
a little unfortunate.
Right? On
Yeah.
the center
I'm
line.
not sure. It looked like it didn't have a lot of ice there.
Yeah. Like
Could've
I
had-
want to be.
Top
This would be
12.
perfect.
Yeah, right there. Even, yeah.
It's the only place it didn't want to be.
So
Just-
and
No,
over here,
absolutely.
I'll
right?
give him a port here.
Yeah.
But if we can
I
just.
think we go here.
My goal is to just bite
Yeah.
that,
Yeah,
even if it was here.
yeah. I like it.
If he draws around.
Another
he draws
update as
around.
Yeah,
well too.
yeah.
Saskatchewan
Good
2
Top
was able
12.
to up or rebound here, and they
Top
got
12 both
4 in
line,
the
right?
5th,
Yeah.
and are up 5-4 against Alberta 2.
13-2. 3-2.
We got some games. Well, other than the two end boards, but the 4-5. There's some good games going on out here.
So that's 4 inches more.
Pardon me?
Is that 4 inches more ice?
Yeah.
Okay.
You like that?
Yeah. My bad.
So here's a very just a quick comment.
Okay, I'm
If
good.
you move that rock over even farther,
I'm good.
then your angle to go in, you adjust your ice, you can get in.
Okay.
Oh, a much easier. He didn't have to worry about it. But if you were worried about hitting the guard and swing the ice, that's how you take the curl out of the swing ice.
Oh, okay.
And if it's straight ice, you go the other way.
Nice line, Gil.
I'm right to it.
A lot of weight.
Yeah, I think he's got a hot one here, unfortunately. These are one of those ones, even if you're just over the hog line,
Yeah, well, it can't do
that's
nothing but
better.
hit-
Yeah,
help.
13-5. Gotta put the brakes on.
Good.
Well, chance for BC here to score their point.
I gotta get. You have to hit that to move it, though, right?
You do, and I think you have to hit it pretty good because it's
What's that, sir?
He said no should give us one, right?
absolutely.
Because we get a piece of the little circle here.
Yeah.
Ontario 2 is
Jams there.
trying their hardest to give Newfoundland their first loss, and they stole another point and are up 4-2 after 5
Come
ends of
inside
play.
a little bit, and it picks off that
Yeah,
way.
then this one's still sitting there, so I think just slightly there, right?
Yeah.
And then maybe it does that. So just vote no's.
So yeah, just looking around all the other sheets, it's there's a few teams that are a little tight on time here.
This is a challenge. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. If you don't
Mentally, just there's a fan of our
fans.
one of our fans. We've had great crowds so far, which is nice to see. Oh, her teammate Ben Gamble and her
upstairs.
granddaughter Bria's watching too. She's supposed to be at school.
Getting knows if it reflects a little bit, I think we
She
might
got
have
permission
a
to
chance.
skip school today. So.
There she is. Good for her.
Yeah.
I think I saw my wife up there too. She came along to
Oh, nice.
enjoy this the game. Well, this is probably do or die for BC.
I think so. How's it looking there?
He's Gonna be really, really close.
It's gonna be really close. I think he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it right. There, BC is on the board and scored their 1 point in the 5th end here.
One
But
yellow.
Saskatchewan still has a 7-1 lead.
It was a nice throw by a clutch throw by Skip from BC.
Don't forget your brooms.
You got it.
Come on up. Well, what do you got? You got one, you got two, yeah.
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
The sports landscape continues to change, and teams and facilities are under more pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. They need the right team to deliver their product. Look no further than IKS Live. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience across all platforms.
Well, I'm sure BC is glad to get on the board here and shake that hammer off and score their 1 in the 5th end. Saskatchewan still has a 7-1 lead, though.
Actually, a clutch shot by the Skip from BC to get the 1 point for their team, and I think that.
Oh no, we have another round of drinks coming
We're
our
back
way.
upstairs again.
Yeah.
Here we go.
One of those days.
That's Grandpa Glenn. He must be excited about that little. And Saskatchewan is Skip for Team Gildash is asking Cheryl to come in on.
And I'm sure the same game plan here this end, just keep everything in the rings there and yeah, go to the wings and keep that.
No rotation.
Oh, this might.
Close, Cheryl.
It's going to be really close, but it does look a little.
Close.
A little light to me.
Yeah, a little flat rotation.
Oh, not heavy enough. Cheryl, you're better off to be through, right? You're better off to be through.
Good job,
very
Cheryl.
Close, though. Nice weight.
It's very
Good.
close.
Bite, 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 bite. Oh, you might have a bite.
If we had a sweeper, it'd be in.
A little more rotation, combination of things.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't hurt him out there.
No, it doesn't.
No, doesn't hurt him at
Absolutely
all.
not.
Sneak one in behind there and. And Glenn is on his second one coming down. Looks like he has enough weight this time.
Yes, this looks good adjustment here. It's looking really nice.
Nice shot.
There, Cheryl's looking to
3-5.
redeem herself here and either tap that in or draw right in there. So, chance to throw it in the same path.
We need to get them both in.
That's right, absolutely. There, this looks
Nice
like a lot
rotation.
better rotation on this one
Is
here.
it, Cheryl? Really good, really good. Really nice rotation.
Yeah, this is going to be in the rings here.
14-4.
I just died.
It did just die, so sorry, my apologies. It's not in the rings there.
Well, they're very easy to get in the rings.
Absolutely, yep. You can half a rock on that last one she just threw, and you should be able to get your shooter in that middle one in. So chance here for Rick to get around the guard.
Okay, all right.
His line's looking really nice coming in.
Wait, looks like he's going to be there.
I think so. 14-3. Looking really good. Nice rotation there. Nice finish.
throw.
So we can, and Team South's going to walk out and ask for the peel. Actually, yeah, the peel's a shot by all means. That rock is wide open on the other side.
And almost, I mean, this could be a preference too. You could play the peel on the other side. So if you miss the peel, you actually get the one in the house here.
That's where I was going with that.
Yeah. But the other side, maybe he's thinking if he hits plays the peel, he's going to be running it into the red rocks too. So. There we go.
Leave it there. It's gone, but it leaves a red rock out front.
It does. Yeah. Sometimes in those two, if you have a chance to actually get the rock in the house.
It's especially given the score.
Yeah, I think you go after the one in the house there.
Wrap it out of
especially with it being on the 4 foot.
Yeah. Now it's buried, covered.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit of a challenge to get it out of there. I think, like as you mentioned earlier, you think throw the other turn at that, you get your option of 2 shots. You rub the guard, fine. If not, you get the one in the house.
Absolutely.
He's going to help us here.
Oh, just the way the game's been going, I think, for BC today. Opens up that shot there. There.
Does take the
9.
Oh, doesn't do much. Can't be risky to try to promote that yellow rock in the red there. So
yeah.
They're gonna, if you get a bit of a flop over here, it's going to be a tough shot for BC to continue. But Bruce has got to make this.
Nice roll behind the guards.
That would be really nice. It's really moving.
Ooh, girl.
He might be rolling out. Oh. Well, a good chance here for BC to get one in. Yeah.
So is he going over behind the yellow that we just saw?
He is, yeah.
Like it?
Yeah.
Minus throwing on a forest skip for BC, Team BC. And as I mentioned before, she's also on the national team. Member of the Sports Hall of Canadian Curling Hall of Fame. Got quite a list of accomplishments behind her. And she's got a nice rock coming down
really
here.
nice coming in, yep.
Needs
to finish for her. Yeah. Think you got room to chase it?
Lots of room. Like Maria
Be on for weight, Gil.
Yeah, she's outside the edge there. So
9, so solid weight here.
she's on the edge of the 18-inch line.
Oh yeah.
Opens it up significantly. So from where she's sitting, she can see the whole thing. Pretty well straight up the stick as far as I saw.
Yeah, looking really good coming in here. And she's got it. She's going to get a roll. Oh, well, little roll to right to center there.
And I guess I had a chance to come down and roll either way.
So yeah, the good news for BC, they can roll either way, but the unfortunate part though is it's just going to be 12 foot, so.
And then those other 2 red rocks are so close. So they were getting behind, you can always run one of those back.
Absolutely. Looking nice.
Come down.
Okay, go across then.
It's finishing, yep. Try and maybe go down to the red one. Just enough to roll to 10-3 there.
Gil?
Should be edge to edge there, I think.
9.
That card's a long ways out there.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know,
9.
if you overthrow
10.
it, you're not gonna. It's not gonna come back.
No.
I think Gil
can
is.
see it all?
He's got the broom.
Yeah.
10.
He's,
Okay.
oh yeah, it's wide open.
Yeah, I like this.
With it pulled over. Okay.
Yeah.
Looks a little snug
That's
out of her
good, Marie.
hand. She's going to get the top one, which is fine.
That's good.
That's all right. She's gonna get
Oh.
just about,
Almost
just
got it.
about lucky there. Hey.
Got the luck of the Irish set into that shot.
The good news for Saskatchewan is the 4-foot's wide open now.
It doesn't matter.
And
You
it-
have to go
yeah.
around the. You have to go around the one yellow that's out there. They still have an opportunity to get into the full four. so.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a good chance here for Jerry to get draw weight again.
Going down. Okay.
Now, is this one of those situations? No, it's a long ways out. Well, looking at the yellow rock out front there to try to promote both of them in, that would be a challenge.
Yes.
Getting a workout anyways. You don't have to go to the gym today anyways.
So let's see if Gary's got his draw weight in his back pocket and put one in here at the almost the edge of the four to be buried. Gil is down there already waiting to throw. Keep
Keep the pace of play going. That's good
time
planning.
off,
Yeah.
time off the clock.
Well, I mean, in this situation here, it's going to be 2 shots.
That's right.
Right? So,
Either or, he's going to be hitting one or the other.
yeah. That's a great draw.
Do you want the top one, Gil?
Huh? Open.
You want this turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Straighter. Right on the middle.
Yeah.
And
Hoping for a bit of a roll here, I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
It'd be nice to roll over there.
yeah, right on the middle. I'm gonna.
We have our first complete
try
game
and
here
keep it
after
at
6 ends of play. Ontario 1 defeated Alberta 1, 8-0.
Yeah.
And you skip for Saskatchewan. Gildash.
Run
His
a
rock's on its
straight.
way.
The
And
roll. He's got the hit. Just too far.
That's
too much
okay.
of a roll.
Yeah. Would you have chased the shot stone in that, or go for the open?
Considering where you could have moved your rock way out to the edge. Well, a scoreboard says get rid of a rock.
Right? Yeah.
But I think
'Cause
I
it-
would have attempted probably from the angle that he could move over the edge of the 18. That rock is open.
Right? Yeah. Because Jerry now has an opportunity to make
Another one in
another
there.
draw in there. Yeah. So,
But it looks like this is going to be sitting a little farther.
yes.
And it may let
And a little deeper, too.
a little bit of a tick there.
So, hit nose, and they should be shot
Should be
here.
shot, yeah, or you can even
Can I hit it on the nose?
Yeah, on the nose it counts.
get inside of the nose a little bit.
Yeah, or if he hits it in the middle there with enough weight, they should both go.
This is straight turn.
I'm gonna throw a little more than 9.
Okay.
Can I get to the inside and get them both?
You might.
Like if it hits it on that side, what happens?
It might, yeah.
Or do
Even
I
on the nose is fine.
have to get to nose, or this side's okay?
This side will be okay as long as you stick around.
Yes.
Just make sure this one goes away,
Yeah, I agree.
and then whatever happens, happens.
I think that's a pretty routine shot. Like it's a wide open hit. Hits on those.
Absolutely.
He's got sitting there with his one.
Yeah.
He's got a. And I think it's anything on the inside edge.
So final shot here coming for Gildash. Skip Saskatchewan. He's going to be hitting something here.
Got it on the nose.
Great
Yep,
shot.
nice shot. Go.
One red.
He moves the other one, and he gets his one there to take an 8-1 lead going into the 7th end.
And that's exactly what he was asking. You know, the feedback he wanted from Marie is kind of.
Good shot. One red.
The Men of Curling calendar is back for 2024. 18 curling athletes from 4 different nations are raising money for various charities. Support them by purchasing yours today at curlingcares.com.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You can throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
The Men of Curling calendar is more than a date provider. Each edition is packed with beautiful images and tons of curling information too. Support curlers and charity by buying yours today at curlingcares.com.
And welcome back. Saskatchewan 1 was able to make their hit for their one and take an 8-1 lead after 6 ends of play.
And I'm thinking right now, Saskatchewan's going to be asking for their first rock right through the house.
Absolutely.
The last thing they need is rocks in play. To do nothing but help BC.
Yep, that's correct. Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. Cheryl threw her first and through, so.
When there's no pressure.
BC's having an attempt at corner guard. Center guard.
So give you a quick update here. Ontario 2 is trying their hardest here to give Newfoundland Labrador their first loss, and they're up 6-2 now after 6 ends of play.
And Glenn McDonald's got his rock on the way, and it looks like they're throwing a center guard, which or he's asking for it right in the house. So it's going to end up. Unfortunately, that's I'm not sure that's what he wanted.
I don't think so.
It could be hit.
Yeah.
You're doing the intern, yeah. Same weight, right to the broom. No, other side of the line.
And Manitoba was able to get their 2 and 6 and are up 6-3 to Quebec.
Straight through, point at the broom.
It's one of those situations at this part of the game where Cheryl has to make some that yellow rock go away if she can.
And even on these ones here too, even if you
Nice
just straight
throw,
peel it
Cheryl.
out, that's really
Very
good
nice.
too, right? So any rock and play is a play that a rock that BC can use somehow. But hit and nose is fine. At least it's out.
Different color, and it's right in front of the tee line, or
Yeah.
right on the tee line in front of the top 4. That's a.
Yeah, BC can't score if their rocks aren't in there. So
something has to happen to that one.
Come down to it.
Yep. I don't know.
Yeah, every rock and play now for the yellow team is a rock, a bonus.
So looking for a little bit of a tap here for.
But I think anything in front, like you could, if you froze right on top, would be
That'd be a
ideal.
great shot too,
Basically,
yeah.
take
Yeah.
a good shot to get rid of it.
Oh,
but,
yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
they got to be in the house, in play, or in front of it. One or the other. Can't be hit, which is not a bad thing.
No.
Saskatchewan's going to throw another through the house.
Alberta 2 was able to score their 2 and the 6 and now have a 6-5 lead over Saskatchewan 2.
Who's your next one you can peel?
And Moose has a free one.
Just joking with you.
But he does it.
Moose. He missed the broom. And BC's asking for another one.
Okay.
A lot of pressure throwing those rocks through, you know.
Right. They're having fun out there. That's what's important. here's a question for you. Given this, the score is what the score is, but would you be going to the corners, Danielle, and hoping for some benefits there, or where it is right now, they're going to have to move that rock Saskatchewan has in play in order to get the score. Now, if these rocks would have been in the wings, they're going to go and hit.
It just dies.
Is it better in the wings or better in front and center?
I think you play on the wings, and then you don't play to the center till you have to at the end. Yeah.
That would be my thought, too.
Yeah. You sure it's by until the last 3 feet.
Off the line?
Yeah, off the line.
A little bit.
Off the line.
Again, one situation here is for Saskatchewan to make a yellow rock go away.
We're playing the out turn to hit this.
Oh, the out turn.
Or no, sorry, the in turn.
Okay.
From this way.
And now we got it.
So I just want you, just a bit.
Yeah, we got it, Gil.
There, we're ready
There
to
we
go
go.
now.
Oh, you can't. Well, you can throw in turn or out turn. A yellow rock should go away.
Yeah. Make sure you got which turn you're going to throw here.
Can't hit the hole.
No.
And again, 9 times out of 10, that's probably by far the best
Yeah, you did.
outcome. Get your rock out of
Yes.
there because you don't need a rock in play.
Absolutely. And both teams are actually pretty good for time there. I mean, they both have 7 minutes. We're halfway through, or just about halfway through this end here, so. And both teams still have 1 minute, 1 minute remain, or one timeout remaining.
And most teams will have a time policeman.
Yes.
A time cop, we call them. You make sure you're looking at the clock and keep everybody else going as required to make sure that we don't lose the. Well, you'll never lose the game anymore because of time. They just can't throw any more rocks.
Right.
This one is just going to touch over a little bit, roll in the open.
So just keep playing the elimination game.
Okay. Which turn?
9.
Okay.
So apparently the 9 is going to run pretty straight.
Mm-hmm.
And again, situation here is you get a hit and a roll because now that rock is in behind the guard even more. And as I mentioned yesterday, you'll notice that both the girls on SAS team have the bars coming over the front of them. It's an opportunity for some additional balance and support in their developing rock speed. And a nice shot from Marie. And again, the freeze
Good tap it a bit.
There. And his first rock, third for Team BC. Ask it to come down and freeze on that SAS rock in the top of the forefoot.
I'm good. I'm glad.
And with the lefties, I just had to go clockwise and counterclockwise rotations because their in turn is different than the out turn, and you get all confused. I said, throw clockwise or counterclockwise. So
I didn't even pick up on that till you said just now that, yeah, she is.
Yeah,
she's
left-handed.
left-handed. 13-6.
That looked like it's got the legs.
It's getting a little stickier now. And that just overlapped by the looks of it too, didn't it?
Yeah. Did you notice that last night? Was it getting N6-7 or 7-8 get a little tight?
A little bit 7. I didn't think
I
as
think
much
you
as
can
today
hit
right
it
now. So
here.
the extra end definitely.
Just put I don't
Definitely
mind putting
the
a guard.
You better just go over the 1.
Okay. You don't want a guard? We're sitting 2.
I don't know. I don't know what to do there.
Call time if you want, but it's the last one we get.
Well, there's some options here.
'Kay.
Like they're laying 2. There's only 3 rocks left. BC's got to take. And they're behind cover.
They are.
So you look at what BC's got left. They got the red on this sort of.
They're 2 pretty damn good rocks, though.
On the other side, on the other side, is you can't throw a lot of weight to get it. And if you do, to get the double, you're going to be exposed. So come back in.
And you might spin actually that middle rock.
That's right. You fool around on the top 2 yellow. You might end up putting 1 in play.
I know it is.
Yeah.
See which
So we'll see what,
What do you
Coach
think, Lorraine?
Lorraine
Like-
has to say.
That's what I said.
And that's overlapping.
Yes.
Not a straight race.
So do you think a guard? Okay.
But where do you want this
On
guard
center
sitting?
line?
Right on,
Um,
like center,
the
center?
only race she has is this outside one.
Okay, so try and cover that,
That
one.
one there is not coming anywhere.
Okay.
So just, I don't know, put it
On
in.
the 18-inch line?
Yeah.
Like just biting that 18?
Yeah, put it there because
Just-
if
just
they're
like
going to try to run that in the back.
Just biting the 18?
Yeah.
Going this turn, I think, right? Because we,
Yeah.
you know,
So
the
the other
guys for
option
this turn.
could be to wrap it right around that top yellow that's in there on the center line.
Yeah, actually, I don't mind that.
I don't mind that.
I don't.
Rather than
That's
trying
what
to guard
like.
that
The
thing,
thing is,
I
is
wrap
that
it in
take
there
them a
and
couple
call.
shots
Get
to
your
rid of
get
us.
your ruck in there so that they have to
Yeah, but we don't know the
approach
ice
yours
from
if they
there.
need to. Yeah,
That's
I'd,
right.
I'd rather
wait.
go in as well.
Yeah, this is a hard shot to play and
Right
try
there.
to play a guard
Okay.
right there.
So 15, hey?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still not, you know,
Okay,
you
where
gotta
do you
take
think for ice?
try to take them both.
I gotta
away.
get down
Wrap
there.
around the one on the center line there. I'm not sure they have a shot left. They got to go after. They got to try and run something in, and they're running into.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what they've decided to do. So we'll see how it plays out in the end of the. Still 6
They
rocks.
should
That's
give you an
gone.
extra 5 seconds to wheel down the ice.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm thinking both
15, I
skips are
think
going to be maybe
I
end up
think,
being
a
on this
little more
end
ice or
to
no?
throw their rucks and get ready just to save themselves some time here for.
Pretty quick, yeah.
Center. From center.
So Marie Wright is throwing her last rock in the 7th end, trying to protect the yellow rays. Got a long ways to go.
They've been finishing pretty good though with those. It's coming across here.
Ah, get over.
Just a little bit more. Yeah. Just needed to get over that hill there.
Yeah, another rock, another 5 inches.
Yeah.
But they have chosen not to totally ignore that, come around as it is.
Just the way that setup is, I think, yeah, you kind of are forcing BC to
Yeah,
draw
they
around.
have no choice now.
Yeah. And I think in that situation, I think, yeah, that's where I think I would have went in as well, too, and
At this point in time,
choke up the scoring area
yeah,
for
the only other
BC.
question I have is if that yellow that's out there is available.
Yes, yeah.
Because they looked at that.
Yeah.
That's going to keep it
Depending
for
if they
the
get in.
Right.
If this is in, then you come after it.
which is probably why.
Yeah.
Absolutely, that's your savior, yeah. So she's got quite a bit of line here. And the weight,
Looks like she has
12.
She has too much weight.
12-1 here. So
So let's stop that.
I think that's going
Right?
up
Even if I'll give you a little
back
more
door.
ice, and even if you.
and that's just the way it's gone.
Yeah.
Over here, you mean?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Lot more ice.
It's okay.
I like beating them in here, even just top 8.
Show where it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
top 12.
matter of
Or
fact,
higher.
Daniel, the way this is, that you can go anywhere
Yeah.
from
Just
just off the
tight.
hog line,
True.
and they take that line away from them. That's all they
Absolutely.
got to do.
Yeah.
I'm still not.
I don't want to give them a hit and roll.
Outside yellow is
Pardon me?
Usable.
I don't want to
Is it
give them a
usable
hit and roll, so I'm.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I do not want to give a hit and roll, so I'm just going
No.
guard.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he's guarding.
I think the draw path.
Oh. Oh, so that's the same thing he's
Yeah,
talking about.
absolutely, yeah. Just trying to protect that, yeah.
I'm still thinking that other shot is there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's more. I'm not sure you can get one because the way the combination is set up, if he runs it in.
Right.
But he could wrap this right around and go in. I don't think he's going to make it in, but oh.
Well, essentially leaves the same shot there for BC.
Good.
Yeah, it's kind of, well, it's out there a little farther, but yeah, I don't think it's BC's. It just has to come out a wee bit farther on their draw. So in this situation, because that side, again, hasn't been played on for a long time, are we in keener ice out there? Are we in stickier ice out there?
You're absolutely right, yeah, because the frost could have settled in on the spot, and that's why it's going to make it a little bit heavy.
So we'll see what
I didn't hear them talk about weight or what they were expecting for weight.
I didn't
Did
either.
you?
I haven't heard a word on that
No.
one. I think Gary's well out there.
Yeah, for line-wise, he's going to be by those guards for sure. 13-3.
So Ina's was 13, so that probably is going to be in there for second shot.
Yeah.
So basically, Gil can follow that down. Can't hurt him.
Nope.
Because it's above the tee. There's nothing. Can't jam it.
I think we're shot, but I don't mind getting rid of it.
I'm hitting.
Okay, try and roll in.
He was pretty decisive there.
I gotta make it go away. That's all.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
Yeah.
It's either roll in or roll out here. You like this ice? What are you throwing for weight?
You're right. Roll in or roll out.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's one of
Probably
those situations
9.
where you make it go away.
I think this is the straight side, right?
A little left.
Right in the middle of the rock here. So he's throwing pretty solid weight
Yeah,
here.
he's throwing 10 or 9. He's throwing 9
yeah.
here and get rid of it. Line's nice.
Yeah.
They just sit right out there, don't they?
Yeah.
Nice weight, Gil.
He's going to finish up.
Really nice
nice shot. 9-7 on that. Really nice shot. So pretty much the same draw here for BC.
Yeah, Gary's got a
nice
put
weight,
her in there.
Gil.
Yeah. His line was his weight was really good.
Was the first one, so
just
has to
tighten up the ice, and he should be good here. Oh, gonna look over here.
I mean, it's a tap, or it's
Yeah,
gotta drive
we
them
just
back.
gotta skinny this outside one and might get both of them to go, right?
Okay. So you've got to be.
At this time, I'd like to thank Curling Canada for giving Moose Jaw the opportunity to host this wonderful event, and thank you to Curl Moose Jaw for hosting and the volunteer support, as well as Tourism Saskatchewan, Visit Moose Jaw and Sask Lotteries. Day champion sponsors Dr. Lee Chong at Main Street Dental, First Steps Wellness Center, and URO Medical Supplies, and friends of the championship, Family Pizza, Motion Cares, Fish's Pharmacy, Moose Jaw Express, Dr. Andrew Lavoie, Medical Professional Corporation, and Bugard Industries. Thank you all so much for your support for these events.
So this shot he's attempting is obviously not an easy shot, but whether it's going to be tough to get the reds to go away, so he ends up with 1. So let's see how he does here. And I think it's going to go shoot that yellow in past everything. And Team Sask picks up another 3. So the score now is 11-1 after 7. So I'm thinking that it's handshake time.
It is going to be handshakes, yes.
Well, Danielle, thank you very much for the opportunity to be with you this afternoon, and good luck with the rest of the games.
Thank you so much, Wayne, for joining us, and thank you everyone for listening in and joining us for this draw. We're going to be back this evening with Quebec and Newfoundland, and joining me on the mic is going to be Marcia Gooderwright, a former Olympic gold medalist and Scotties champion and world champion. She's so lucky that she's actually this last half of the season, she actually got to participate in our cash league with Marie Raitt. So we're really excited to have her on the mic.
Great.
Oh, I think mine is there too. I think I'm gonna let someone else go get my. Nice shot, Phil. Bye, Phil. Yeah.